Hey everybody, and welcome back to day 16. So this was day 15. It was the one where I used the bag and the blue. It was very blue, but I grabbed some red and green because I don't really have, I have turquoise in this album, but not a lot of blue. But this photo was so blue, it felt weird to ignore it, especially since I had this bag, which was from my Redefined Creative kit last month. So I made a couple of changes here. First of all, I did change out that striped number that you guys saw yesterday, and I like it much better. There was just too much going on. As much as I love that alpha, it just was too much. So I did that, and then, you know, the bag is all fine. I did cut the top of this bag off so that it was even versus folded over, and this is why, and I talked about this, because I didn't, the back of the bag wasn't beautiful. So I put this paper on it because I have an idea for this. So let me tell you what this is about. This is sequins from my Redefined Creative Advent calendar, and I just decided to go for broke, and I put the entire package of sequins in here. It's a 3x4 pocket. So this is also a pocket that I cut down at one point. And I don't remember why I had this side. Normally I would use this side, but I did. So I would have cut it down from four 3x4s to get this size. This is the photo I'm dealing with today, which is my Christmas stocking. I've had it since I was 4. My aunt made me, my sister, and 2 cousins one when I was very young, and I've had it all these years. I have had to replace pieces of felt here and there, but overall, not a ton. So there's all that. And so then what I decided to do then is I already did this. I picked a card, and that is this white card here. So that'll just sit on the back side here, so I have some journaling space. There is a place for the number here, but I'm not sure that I want to do that, because if I do that, the number won't appear until much later in the spread, and I'm not sure I love that idea. I'll put a number here and what the day is, but it just doesn't make any sense to me to do it that way, I guess. So anyway, so what's going on there? This guy is, and I didn't make you guys watch me do this, but this is a little elf guy that we got again in a cut file that Christina sent us in our Redefined Creative kit. Now this is going to sit here, and there's not going to be any blue in this spread at all, but I think because I have the red and green and you can see it here, I think that's going to work just fine. This will come over here like this, and then whatever is behind we'll see. Now if I don't like what's behind, I may actually put some sort of acetate or something like that. I haven't decided that. I know that tomorrow is going to be my wrapping day. I also could include another bag and sit it behind here. So we'll see how that works when I get there. So let me just take this page away because we really don't need it. We're going to concentrate on this. Now I've been thinking about a few things. I do have this stocking. These are puffy stickers from 2019. And then I still haven't used any of these little candies. And, you know, stockings, candies, that kind of made some sense to me. I also thought it would be nice maybe to get some more labels or something in here. So here's my red, my little red packet here. So we could get, now I have to watch out for that. If I'm doing that down here and I use this as like my date, I'm going to have to kind of watch out there for that hole. So maybe not that. I could do another type of label. You know, I could do something like this where that just sticks out, but that's not big enough. Oh, I do have a circle one here. So what I'm thinking is that I could put the date on here. Now he can move up too, so maybe, let's see, if he moves up, does that make sense? Because I could put some of these little stickers on here. I also have that stocking. The thing with the stocking is it's kind of little, so maybe the stocking needs to come in here on this side to kind of bring your mind back to the stocking again. And then I kind of like that it's the most wonderful time of year, this little circle here actually. I like the green and red here. Now, if I decide to do the candy on the other side, though, I'd probably want to put a piece somewhere. So that's something I want to think about as well. If I can get this open anyway. Oh, and I do have candy canes. So I just saw that. This is the Christmas cookie stickers from this year's Ellie Studio Christmas collection, Document December. So I could grab a couple of these candy canes and add them in to one of these spreads as well, because oftentimes candy canes do go in stockings. At least they did in my house growing up. Kind of depends, I guess. So the question is, the other thing I could do is hide that December. There's a lot of white there. And he's got his hands behind his back. That's one thing that's kind of hard here. There we go. I'm having a little bit of a hard time figuring out how he's going to sit on here. Oopsie. And when I do these, sometimes I don't completely glue them down because they're going to get glued to the back, right? Okay, so I need to change that angle a little. Okay, so I kind of like him with our little pieces there. And actually, I really like the way that looks. And then the circle and circle sort of play off of each other there. Even though you won't see them together, you'll kind of, your eye will go, oh yeah, okay, this all belongs together kind of a thing. At least that's what I'm saying. Whether that's really true or not, who knows. But in all seriousness, that's why I think that would be a cool thing to do. Okay, so we're going to get that December in there, and then now that's on the edge of his shoe, so I can glue him down. It's one thing I do like about ATG, and I do have that stuff on the back here, so I'm playing with that a little bit. Okay, so now I have this circle, and I have a fairly large space. I don't, So this is the 16th. So I do have these green, oh, I think this is actually going to work because they need to be pretty big. So these are from the One Canoe 2 Willow collection. It's the Creek American Crafts Alpha. I'm just going to bring this up even a little bit more here. Okay. Oh, I like how that turned out. So I think that's good so far. So we've got a little bit of candy going to start out. We've got this. I think I'm going to add, this was a Wednesday, and I am going to just add 16 in here as well. Okay, so now this guy does have a little gray. I could add some gray in places here, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that. The other thing I kind of thought about is, did I want to, you know, like back to back a heart or something? My hearts on here are not really big enough to do that though. So kind of just thinking and looking what I have here. So I do have a thing that says tradition here, which I think would be nice. Yeah, look at more candy canes here too. What I get? I wonder if those candy canes would go back to back, because like this. Do they work? They actually do. Now, the only thing with that is I'm not really seeing them. So I'm not sure that that's the solution that I'm looking for here. There is a nice little holly piece here. And a tree piece that would match to the other side. Let's see what I think about that. Okay, I'm not loving that idea either. So then my next thought is I do have hearts, 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 lots of hearts. Buy these things like they're never gonna make any more, just so you know, and they always do. But I want to see if I can see some large green or red that would work. And they need to be the same front to back. And I'm thinking, I don't have the biggest, this is like the biggest size, but that green is not the right green. And if I do this, will that get stuck? Because then I could put a piece of candy like sitting off the edge of these. Okay. I actually wish I had taken the holly leaves out of here because I think they're kind of distracting, but that's okay. Okay, not my favorite. I think I'm trying a little too hard with this to make this work, and it's not. So I think what I'm going to do is just let that sit as is. And later on, I can decide if I like that, want to add something to it, if it bothers me. Like, I wasn't sure what I was going to do on the back of this, and then decided definitely to cover it. Okay, then the other thing is I'm looking for maybe some sort of phrase, something like that, just to see on the nice list. This was so good. Holiday happiness, that would work. There is one that says family favorite, and it is in gray, or not family favorite. Yeah, it does say family favorite. This says Christmas favorite, sorry. Let me see. These are always really tricky to get off. I don't remember what year this was from, but they were a pain, that much I remember. You know, I'm going to put this on here. It'll bring in the gray from his beard over here. And I like the way that looks. And actually, I think that's enough on this side here. I think that's plenty. And I don't think I need anything up here. I think that's going to be too much if I get anything more up here. So that brings in the little bit of red and green. And then we go to this side, and I have It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year in the stocking. And I think that's enough. I don't think I need to do anything else. So I am done with day 16, guys. I'll be back tomorrow for day 17.